Progress is impossible without change. And those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. What's up guys, I hope you were safe and well, and thank you so much for joining me on today's video. As promised, every Monday I'm looking to give you guys some motivational or inspirational content based on what you request or things that I've simply just learned over the last week or over the last few years. So today's video is based on the concept of change. So why did I choose change? Well, change is the only thing that's constant in life. So as I've been doing this video, the time has changed. I looked out my window not long ago, it was raining, now it's not raining. I ate about an hour ago, I'm starting to get a bit hungry again. That's changed. And even as I talk to you guys today, there's things happening in the world, there's constant change that you don't even know about, you know, in different countries or to different people. So that change is absolutely constant. And I really think it's important that we learn how to adapt to change, because what can happen sometimes if a change occurs and you're not ready for it, it can rock you, it can destabilize you, it can give you a different sort of mindset. Not all change is bad, sometimes change can be good. Sometimes you can get a promotion, you can develop a new skill, you can learn how to cook a different meal, you can learn how to engage with different people, but sometimes it can be negative. You can get worried about your job changing, you can get worried about a relationship changing. So if we can learn how to adapt with change, that sets you up better for the future. So there was one quote that I found: progress is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. Now, why do I think this is key? Well, I look back at my life and there were moments where I was a little bit closed-minded. There were people having some alternative tattoos and stuff like that, and I used to be like, oh, I don't like that, that's not cool. We all need to just be plain. And if I kept that mindset, I wouldn't be where I am now, because as you know now, I love to create, I love to try different things, I love new haircuts, I love trying out new clothes. So I've changed since then, and in order to be where I am today, I had to change, because we have to evolve as people, and if you don't open your mind, you can't be open to new ideas. So I've had to learn how to change there. During this whole situation in 2020, I remember when it happened, I thought, oh no, everything's changed, like everything's changed for the worst. Like I'm gonna end up stuck where I am, I can't move forward. But I had to adapt. I had to adapt, and part of that adapting is making more videos, because for me, I realized that because we don't have the freedom like we had before, people are going to need help and support, people are going to need some advice, people are going to need new entertainment. So I had to change my mindset from being like, oh, I'm not going to get anywhere, to no, what can I do? What can I change in order to be effective, to do what I still dream of doing, but in a different way? And I wouldn't have been able to do that if I hadn't opened my mind to the possibility of change. So it is really important that we open our minds and we adapt to change. There's another thing that I've been learning about, and it's called the wheel of emotion. This is an important thing, because I think each and every one of us have to look at our state of mind now and where it can get to. So usually, for example, if you're a little bit frustrated about something, so I'll use myself as an example because I can explain myself a bit more. I wanted to make motivational videos, and I've made a few now, but I remember before I started, I thought, how am I going to do this? Like, I don't know how to start, I don't know how to edit, I don't know if people are going to like it. You'll make a video, then you'll watch it back. Oh no, this isn't good enough. Then you do it again. I'm still not getting it. Once you start getting frustrated and you let that continue, that frustration can turn into something worse, like depression. If you don't arrest that, and this is tied into the previous video. The reason why I got depressed, there was so much change going on around me, but I didn't know how to adapt to it. I felt stuck, I felt lonely, I felt like giving up. But I had to make a change. I had to find out the purpose of my life, what I wanted to achieve, what made me happy. And once I started to decipher those things, I was able to action changes little by little. So it was like, get back into music. You love music. You haven't been making music. Get back into it. So I started, and that little change lifted me a bit. I gave myself goals. It was a change of mindset. So even physical change, I started to eat better. I started to work out a bit more, and it helped me out. It gave me a bit more belief, something to work towards, something that distracted me from the things that were putting me down. So I think mental change is extremely important. Again, it ties into mental health. If we recognize that things aren't going well, then what can we change? We need to change something. The other thing we need to be aware of is change can be action not just by yourself, by people around you. So for example, if someone makes a choice and it's a bad choice, that can affect you. How are you going to adapt to that? How are you going to make a change? So I think change is something that we all need to be aware of. It's one of those obvious things I don't think we all pay close enough attention to, but I think once you understand that change is constant and you are in control of that change ultimately, then I think it can help you move forward. So for example, if you're in a relationship, this is a change that you may not have been able to do a lot about. You're in a relationship and your partner decides to break up with you. Obviously, you're probably going to be a little bit upset about it, or sad, or distraught. Some people happy. You know, everyone reacts differently to these changes. How are you going to react to that? Are you going to allow it to get to you and think, oh, I'm worthless, I can't be with anyone, no one loves me? Or are you going to see that as an opportunity to actually do something different with your life? Maybe look at yourself and what you can do to make things better for yourself. Or maybe you're going to look at it as a point where actually maybe there's someone else better for me. This is a change that at this moment in time doesn't work for me, but actually change has to occur sometimes. Maybe you can reflect on your behavior through the relationship. What could you have done different? But still have stayed true to yourself. So there are changes that sometimes aren't instigated by yourself, but can be instigated by other people around you. So yeah, I think it's important. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Lots to come. I want to talk about intention and emotion itself. I want to talk about the little pieces that might actually help you guys move forward, as they have with me. So I hope to end this video with a few quotes that I've read that have actually made a lot of sense to me. So stay tuned and keep watching till the end. And let me know what you guys want to learn about. If there's any advice I can give you, I'm absolutely up for it. But take care of yourselves. Keep adapting, keep looking forward, stay open-minded, and don't allow yourself to get too frustrated. You know, when the whole thing happened in March here in the UK, a lot of people were panicking. I used to go into shops and there were crowds of people just grabbing stuff and pushing each other. I sort of just stood back and looked and thought, I know there's something crazy going on, but don't panic, stay calm, because you need to have a level head. And that's another thing I want to talk about in future. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please feel free to like, share and subscribe. Follow me on my social media. I'm looking to get a lot more involved with you guys in terms of video calls, voice calls, and actually help you guys as much as I can. That's another thing I've had to change, you know. I know making these videos is a good thing, but sometimes actually being able to talk to people one-on-one is a positive change. But it has to work with the balance, you know. You don't want to burn yourself out. Sometimes you burn yourself out and you're not able to focus in the right way. So it's finding that balance as well. But so much stuff to cover. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and look out for the inspirational quotes that I will upload for you. Much love. Take care. See you soon.